Y'all gang, what's up y'all? I told y'all I was gonna be back and stuff and be spilling some tea and laugh and joke with y'all and stuff. Cause Trey Gang, you know what I'm saying, wanna collaborate with the subscribers right now. Cause guess what? Now look, I know a lot of people, all my subscribers is dealing with Kenneka Jenkins and stuff, and people hit my inbox like, Trey Gang, when the next time you gonna spill some tea about the Kenneka Jenkins case? And I hit every last one of them with like, did you watch the footage? I was like, did you watch the footage? Watch this. Check this out. Let me start from right here. Hold on, matter of fact, hold up. Matter of fact, let me start from right here. Well, let me skip it to right here. All right. Disclaimer. Fair Use Act, education purpose use only. All right, image and music clip belong to their prospective owner, and we do not claim ownership. This is what Trey Gang wasn't exposed about the Kenneka Jenkins case, bruh. When I told everybody, and I'm like, man, look here now, the shit that I done told y'all, you just got to go back and watch the footage, and you will understand. Damn, Trey Gang really on the song. All right, for a prime example, who is these people? Look at his actuality. They ain't no Mexicans. So check this out. Peep the game. You see what he handed him? Look. That's a pocket ticket. Boom. He handed back to him. So check this out, right? So if Teresa exposed herself on that pocket ticket, just by what you saw, guess who all finna get pocket tickets? Look, guess who? So check this out. Before Kenneka showed up, well, Kenneka already showed up, but dipped out, but she finna come back again. But guess what? Look who all finna join the party in the private area. All you just gotta do is watch this footage. Somebody drop it in the chat what he is. A white man, a black man, a Mexican, Evasado, a Philippine, a Indian, a Israel, or what it is. Check this out. Just check it out, gang. Now look, this what you finna look for. Now, this is a Crown Plaza. Only people that check in here is tourists, you know, people from out of town. Just say like for a prime example, look, check this out. Watch this, look, just look, boom. Guess what he finna hand him once he pop up at the desk? Look, boom, same thing. Now watch this. Look, boom, she get in the park. Look, whoa, look. This is all people that's coming in. Watch what he finna put it on. Just look at his transaction. That ain't no room key. It's a key card, but if you see how way he finna boom, 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 check this out. Do y'all think he finna get a room and he just showed the ID card and he already handed him? Whoa! I just want y'all to see that. Do you see what I see? Thumb me up if you see what I see. If he came and he supposed to be booking the room, he supposed to boom, boom, boom. Let me see, do I got some rooms available? Yeah, I got some rooms available. You're gonna call this much. Give me your ID and your credit card, and I'm gonna book the room. And this thing, you know, All he did was just came and show his ID, boom, got a room card, and look at the envelope that it's finna go in. Keep that in mind. Look. All right. Check it out. Somebody drop it in the chat. Look, listen to him. Look. So somebody tell me what nationality these people is. Look at the paper he just grabbed. All right? Paper. He ain't even went in the computer system and booked the room. So watch what he finna go. Bam. Check this out. All you just gotta do is watch this footage. That's all. Boom, got the suitcase, everything. Look at this piece of paper right here. Look at that piece of paper. Look. Whoa. So boom, he writing on a piece of paper. Guess who else finna show up? Watch this. Man, you finna see nothing but higher ups finna come in. Cause this the time they finna come in, right? And do some shit like this. You see how he pointing them? Look, boom, go that way and you deal. Look, guess what direction he point them to? If you know the map layout, why would they be asking for direction if it's a party going on? Think about it. If it's a ballroom party, because it not only Irene got a party, but you got an event going on at the same time. Nobody investigate the event. You see what I'm saying? Nobody investigated the event, right? There you go, Tara. Businessmen, jesters, Freemasonry, people in higher power in regular clothes. Now check this out. He don't look like a Mexican to me. Nah, he ain't no Mexican. Now keep this in mind. These is not Mexican. I thought Frank K was a Mexican. He ain't even no Mexican. Guess what Frank K really is? If you go back to Frank K, look at his picture again, you'll be like, oh damn, he sure ain't no Mexican. And you look at these people, they ain't no Mexican. But guess what Mexican you would see on the footage? All right. For a prime example, you see how he popped up? Watch this. Check this out. Watch this. Look what he finna do. He grabbed that piece of paper. They waiting on him. He finna grab his ID. Don't nobody just up and just check in the hotel like on the like in the hood, like, you know, you got motherfuckers coming from a club or something, or you know what I'm saying, yeah, let me get a room for the night. No. Check this out. Look, you see that? Already look, boom. He finna swipe it, give it back. Guess what he finna do? On that same envelope that he grabbed, he finna give it to him. Tell him, look, boom, go here, and that's where you finna go. This where it's going down there. Yeah. That where it finna go down there. Boom, you get your secret passcode. Yeah, just go down there. It's by the pool area, you know. Look, giving them a piece of paper. Why? Look. Look. I tried to look at this image and see what he was looking at, and everything what I was looking at is finna confirm my suspicion what I seen what she did. Look, watch this. Check this out. Look. Check her out. So he finna hand him a key card. Boom, boom, boom. Gave him some papers. Then look where he finna put it in. Y'all, that don't look like he just booked the room. Be like, yeah, let me get a room for the night. Yeah, how much? Yeah, going on, bam. That fucking fast. Look how they gonna be prepared for everybody that come up and get their special envelope. All right, boom, watch him. Check him out. He finna dip. That's why I need the whole surveillance footage again. Cause when I was trying to explain to people like, man, look, y'all thinking about Kenneka roaming through the halls and that was her best friend the whole time. And then Kenneka was really balls in the lobby meeting up with the dudes and her brothers coming in at the back door at the same time when she would be meeting up with a dude. And then you got to look at what would happen before this. This ain't no Mexican. These ain't Mexican right here. Look, check this out. She not a Mexican. She not a Mexican. So, look what time it is on the footage. And I always told everybody, you know what to do when you dealing with the timestamp right now. Watch this. Check them out. They y'all on the phone. They y'all on the phone. Hi y'all, shout out to everybody in the chat, gang. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, we finna cook. Look, watch this. Same pocket ticket, boom, look. Handed it right back to him. Look what, watch this. You see what she got in her hand? Look what she got in her hand. Now peep him out. Now watch who finna come into the front desk. Just watch who finna come at the front desk while she got the envelope. She on the phone. I mean, he on the phone. She finna go talk to her. Man, I just wish they didn't crop this footage out. Cause this footage supposed to show more than what it shows. It's cropped out. So watch what he finna do. You see this, what he got in his hand? All right. Check him out. Look, that's the manager. He talking to him. Now keep that manager in mind, right? That's the same manager Miss Teresa talked to earlier that morning in the lobby. So he talking to him and he got the envelope in the hand and he on the walkie-talkie. What it look like now before Kenneka finna show up? Look. Just check it out. Watch who else finna pop up at the front desk. And keep this in mind. People just don't randomly check into these hotels if they ain't coming from out of town. You know what I'm talking about? If they came out of town and check in, look how many people that will be checking in. I worked at a hotel, bro. If I see people checking in, they're gonna come in groups from a other town, or you might see a couple of people that will check in, but you ain't finna see no people just come in back to back and just, yeah, you got a room, yeah, can I sleep here tonight? Yeah, boom, can I get a room? And you know what I'm talking about? Nah, they don't do that. So now watch this. He on the walkie-talkie. Why would he be on the walkie-talkie, right? And keeping close on that walkie-talkie. Look what they would be doing on the computer screen. She on the phone. She gonna be showing her everything on the phone. Look, boom. Y'all see he came back. Boom, that's a parking ticket. Bam, handed it back to him, told him, yeah, you go to the back. All right. So basically, who y'all seeing coming in is very important people. And all what you seeing on the footage, they getting prepared for a sacrifice. Look, if you think I'm lying, look at this. Remember what Gina McGill had a conversation with Zach TV about? And man, y'all, it's how you other people involved in this case. But we focus in on some things like, yeah, I don't think that's like Kenneka on the footage. I believe this and I believe that and I heard somebody said this and I heard somebody said that. But in reality, if you really want to know the truth, you got to sit here and watch the whole 36-hour footage to understand. Boom, she threw it in the garbage can. In case you didn't see it, bam, throw it in the garbage can. All right, watch him. Pay attention to the timestamp. Watch the people that's finna come to the front desk. Y'all know she ain't no Mexican. Y'all know she ain't no Mexican. Look. Guess who that is? Now, you see how he pointed him to the back? Alright, guess who that is? If you watch the footage from Food Court Hall in the lobby round about this time, guess where they finna go? Straight to the restaurant, and they finna pinpoint them. You gotta go to the kitchen. Well, the private area. So they were trying to, if you watch the footage, you could be like, damn, they trying to get back there, but the camera on, so they got to take a different route. Look. Just be patient, y'all. Y'all finna see some more shit going down. Cause don't y'all remember when Trey Gang went live and told y'all about Stray Drop? When he was like, yeah, everybody that get the leather. Look, there go David Pena. Y'all know David Pena ain't no Mexican. There's not a Mexican there, but look at him. Guess what his nationality is? Ooh, we. So, this just to show you David Pena was there that night. David Pena was there that night. And everybody know what David Pena sound like. If you heard YouTubers that were calling the hotel, everybody know what Risco sound like. Everybody know who the YouTuber was calling and was talking to David Pena. Now look. Now check this out. Do y'all, yeah, I'm reading the chat right now. Yeah, get Uncle Fed in them motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? I get on Uncle Fed live. It don't make no difference. I'm reading the chat again. Don't y'all remember when I was like, look, y'all, when I was looking up Kenneka background, I did come across some Mexican heritage, right? So when I came across a Mexican heritage, and then I go back and look at the footage again, and I'm like, wait a minute, I see the connection here. All right. Put it like this here. When you think about drugs in Chicago, where they getting their drugs from? The plug. Everybody know the plug come from Mexico. So think about it's gonna be breeding too now. It's just selling drugs. If you supplying it to the black people, right? You're gonna be around black girls. Eventually, those black girls gonna want to fuck with you. Eventually, they gonna make you your baby mamas and your baby daddies. And next thing you know, that's why they be supplying certain people with the drugs. If you did to what I'm looking at and the way the discovery came to me when you dig into things, you're gonna be like, damn, I got to look at it like this and I got to look at it like that because that's what evidence shows. So look. If you watch this footage right now with the mindset like, okay, everybody knows a setup in the room, but everybody just debating on what's the family involved. Everybody know the family involved, but they just debating because of Miss Teresa, because that's her daughter. And she screaming and boo-hooing and all this old shit. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Those bastards. And the whole time she would be in on it too. You cannot keep this in mind, Westside cannot come in there and do that type of shit without these people involved in it. So basically what I'm saying is, the people they involved with, you finna see them on camera right now. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. And this before her daughter showed up. Did you know that Miss Teresa, when it come to Kenneka Jenkins, when she told y'all she was asleep, and then when it come to the story when she came up missing, right, you know, said, yeah, you know, I get the phone call at this certain in the morning. As a parent, she never, you know what I'm saying, she never said like, hey, Kenneka was with me. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Kenneka, before she went to that party, she'll tell you how the day went. Like, yeah, I just remember when Kenneka was here, you know what I'm saying? That's the last time, the moments I had with my daughter, because I remember she had to wake up in the morning and get dressed and get ready to go do some daily routines before all this shit happened, right? You never heard a narrative like that. You never heard a narrative like that. So when I used to watch this footage, I was looking at it like, okay, boom, watch this. Oh, look what he gave him. Now y'all finna see what I was talking about. Watch this dude finna come up with a wine glass and a wine bottle. At the front desk, check it out, watch this, boom. He knew he was coming. He grabbed that off the desk and give it to him. Guess what he finna do? Guess what he finna hand him? See how he signed his name? See how he signed his name on it? You know he ain't coming book. Guess what? He finna go with a big ass bottle of wine and one wine glass. So they was waiting on him to show up. Boom, sign, look, boom. Give me my pen back, you know what I'm talking about? And watch how he finna leave it right there. Guess who else finna show up? What? The beverage manager and grabbed the bottle. Whoa! Look what papers he got in his hand. Oh shit! So guess what? When he was pointing everybody, yeah, you got to go back here and you got to go back there. So now you know why they were pointing them back to where the beverage manager was. And check this out. Everybody show up and get these certain envelopes. Yeah, you know what time it is. Look, y'all just seen it with your own eyes. Look who finna come back and get the liquor bottle. Look how everybody grabbing the motherfucker. That's the red jacket. Ain't this red jacket? Whoa. You just don't walk up and just touch nothing on, not like this. If I seen the liquor bottle in the wine, I know, nah, that ain't mine. I ain't touching none that ain't mine. But the beverage manager just touched it, and the red jacket just touched it. Why? Guess who dropped it off? So now look what he finna give him. That's why these people be so mad at Trey Gang. Was like, oh man, you still talking about this shit here? Them be the ops, cause they know this for a fact that, man, Trey Gang finna have them folk looking at the footage totally different. Y'all see him? He had him the same pen with the other dude. Look, he pulled it. What he pulled out his back pocket and signed for a pen? Come on, bro. Come on now. Now y'all see the dude came back and got the wine bottle. If you watch the food court hall, watch where all the traffic finna go. Now think about this. Y'all remember when I used to talk about that dude that came in, he had a Falcon jersey on, like Atlanta Falcon jersey with the red Falcon hat on. And I was like, look, y'all, I know who that is. And them YouTubers got mad, but I never exposed who he really was. And the reason why I did that, cause you gonna have to watch this footage. If the public don't understand what's going on in the footage, like it's gonna be a lot of new people gonna be like, they ain't gonna know nothing about the timestamp off. They just gonna go back basic YouTubers, yeah, you know, the basic investigation, be like, you know, Rosemont wrote this up and Rosemont wrote this up. They said she came in there one time and then boom, 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 and all this old crap. But if you dig a little more research, you will understand why you would be seeing what you seeing. Ain't this the same red jacket I told everybody, damn, that when he'll be counting Kenneka money, right? So he gave him a pen for him to pull somebody back pocket, sign it, give it to him, right? Look, when I mentioned everybody was like, look, y'all remember that black dude that came with the red house? Look, ain't that the same thing? Ain't that the same thing when I told y'all they hit the panic button? Ain't that what he doing? Ooh wee. But it really ain't even no panic button. I believe people showing up for the private area and they buzzing people in. Look, they go to the white jacket dude. The manager that talked to me, Teresa, she finna come out the back, right? So guess who else finna show up? That's all you need to see. That's all you need to see. To check it out, gang. I just want y'all to watch this stuff. Watch everybody that stop at this front desk. They finna hand them a piece of paper. And guess what piece of paper that she finna hand some people. Once I stop it and pause, you're gonna be like, man, this organ shit harvesting for real. This shit for real. This is why Miss Teresa, if you look at the Miss Teresa mindset, that's why she had to do what she had to do. Miss Teresa was never gonna expose these people, bruh. Cause man, these people, man, look. If Miss Teresa would have exposed these people, y'all know what would have happened to Miss Teresa? That's why she said, yeah, man. Oh, look, here it go right here. Check this out. Watch this. They automatic coming in with paper. Look. Check this out. She handed it back to him. Whoa! Don't that look like two people on the photo? That where it's a piece of paper, but it's got some people on it. Two people. Watch this. Clear as day, it's two people on that envelope. Sign it right there. He came in with his own paperwork. So you know what this look like? I need a room. Yeah, well, why would you give these people some paper? Check it out. They go ID. Look, you see the ID. So that means why would he would come and give him an ID, a bank card, and you got an envelope that with people on it junk, but when he came, he got a whole file. Or predicted like Trey ain't showing up, you know what I'm saying, at a hotel, like, yeah, I want to rent a room and let me open up my folder right here and hand you some paperwork. Look. Boom, he get a card. Boom, stamp it right on the image and give it to him. All right. Now keep watching this. I'm gonna mute my microphone. Boom. You see what they handed her? So you know these people ain't booking no room. So you know these people actually showing up and paying their way to go to a private party. This is what it look like. Yeah, you here for the party? Yeah, I'm here for the party. I got the invitation. Give me your ID, your credit card, and I'ma go on and boom. Cause that's why they handing them paperwork, bruh. Shit. And then she gonna sign the paperwork that he gave her and give him the same envelope. Whoa! Whoa! Watch this. Bam! Hand it to him. Bam! Boy, why everybody got the same piece of paper? Why everybody got the same piece of paper? So now y'all see who these people really is. Hey, yeah, we here for the party and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look, give me your invitation, and boom, we're gonna sign it so we can mark it, so we can give you that rich. Yeah, the party gonna be here, and it's gonna be there. Mm, mm. y'all. Now look what he got in his hand. Don't he got the same look? That's the dude in the red Atlanta Hawk jersey. Check this out. Now look what he got in his hand. Look, Straight Drop got so mad at me when I mentioned him. Now keep this in mind. Ain't this a dead giveaway? What a black man look like at Crown Plaza all by himself would show up like this here. If you look, this the manager. Finna come, bam. Look what he give him. The same thing. It's the same thing what they just gave all the other kids. So why would he be getting the staff or manager this? Same thing they, whoa. Then look who finna show up. Red Atlanta jersey. Bam. Look when he show up. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Let's see how this transaction gonna go. Let's just see how this transaction gonna go. And just look at all they nationality. What? I guess she already know what's going on too. Yeah, let's go. So if they that busy, right, that means people showing up. People showing up. There go David Peanut again. Now, some of these people want y'all think David Pena was a Mexican. I ain't never met a Mexican named David. Hey, what's your name, Migo? My name David. Oh, damn, your name David. I thought y'all was named Julio or some shit like, you know what I'm about. Now you see why they threw that up in our face. Now, this David Pena, this who Miss Teresa will be chatting with behind the scenes when it comes to the manager. Her and the female. They go to manager, he just popped back up. Y'all remind y'all, he just grabbed the key card. So he brought the key card back and gave it to her. Whoa! What's up, chat? What's up, y'all? Appreciate the thumbs up too, y'all. Appreciate the thumbs up, y'all. Now, you do got Mexican work in that John. You do got Mexican work in there. But look at the people that work at the front desk. A totally another race. A totally another race. This is not Mexican, bro. But if you look at the people that was cleaning, now they Mexican. Now you see, oh, they Mexican. No wonder why the Mexican was cleaning up shit. Know what I'm saying? Same thing. Bam. What? They go the same thing. So she already had him a key card and gave him 2 more. There were 3 key cards she gave him. I might need to skip it a little bit. Let me see, can I skip it a little bit? So, all right, there goes somebody else showing up with a piece of paper in their hand. Now look how everybody's showing up with paper already in their hand and presenting. Boom, she on the walkie-talkie. So when I see them on the phone and they moving, so they move, she on the phone, she on the walkie-talkie, she grabbing 2 walkie-talkies. So what y'all think was going on? It ain't like it's emergency. It ain't like that. We need sheets and blankets. We need help at the front desk. None of that. None of that, right? None of that. None of that. Now y'all see she got the piece of paper in her hand. Boom. Let me just skip it a little bit. I just want y'all to see how they were moving. Y'all see what she handed that envelope, what she made. Boom. He came and dropped off his ID. Bam. Same thing. Same thing. Uh-oh. Told you. So they ain't really booking room. They really paying the fee to come to a party. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? The party is, you know how much it costs. Yeah, swipe the card, boom, you get the envelope and you go on in. Now y'all see who at the front desk now? Check it out. Too much movement around for people to move around and making it look like damn. It's a booming night. Like people, know what I'm saying, checking in and no, it ain't even like what you think it is. So whatever she talking her about, she on the walkie talkie and she pointing behind her. So now she on the walkie talkie. Why? So it's like they communicating with security. It's what it looked like to me. Let me skip it a little bit. Now y'all notice how everybody was like, yeah, go on to the back. And he already got this luggage, so that means if he got this luggage and he ain't even need to check in. So it's like if they do an ID check, you automatically get a room. You see how she just handed her ID and she automatically get a red key card? That's so suspicious, bro. It's so obvious. I mean, it's so obvious. Like, damn. Look at their nationality. So they just walk to the desk. Look, yeah, they with me. Here go my ID. Boom, here go your card right here. Everybody showing up, handing them their ID and their debit card at the same time. You think she just booked the room that fast? Come on, bro. Come on. So this what it look like. They know somebody finna get killed that night, and you got the elite showing up, and they doing it in a hotel. Nobody don't believe that. Ain't nobody gonna believe that. But you believe in organ harvesting though. This is what organs and harvest look like. So let me skip it again a little bit. She on Facebook. So keep this in mind, when the video was going viral, since she on Facebook, she gonna know too, cause she on Facebook. Right? They all on Facebook. This the same lady that was running on the footage. If you watch the footage, you saw that lady running on the lower level on September the 10th at 4 something in the morning. If I had that footage, check this out. If I had that footage again, you want to know what I'd show y'all? I can literally take the 10 footage on the lower level and the bathroom that's on the 10th, and I can say this on the 9th, and this was at this time. You will see everybody in the kitchen. You will see Risco, Lenny, the police. Everybody was at the front desk. You, Lisa, you seen the guy. You will see all that. You will see all that. So basically, what I said, like, when Trey Gang was proven, yeah, Trey Gang, the police were there. They even said don't call the po-pos in the live. Even Kilo Brown said the police were there. Even Miss Teresa slipped up many times and said, you know what I'm saying, the police helped kill her daughter. So if you go back to the 10th and go around about that time frame to 1:30 to 4 o'clock, you will see what happened to Kenneka. You will see. Look. Now look, Irene them finna be showing up in the next hour. In the next hour. Irene gonna be showing up in the next hour. So look what will be happening before Irene showed up when she first showed up in the lobby. When she first showed up in the lobby. So let me skip it a little bit. Whoa. Whoa. Is this on September the 8th? Hold on, wait a minute. I want to know who that is. Y'all know who that is? All right, bam. Boy, this shit looking like people showing up, ain't it, man? You see that? Boy, look at this. Man, look what's on front of the card when they fold it. Look, what the fuck? Bruh, what the fuck? I'm sitting there pretty like, I can't believe I'm seeing this shit. What's this she got in her hand now? So everybody coming with folders and paperwork handed to her. She signed on it. Make a key card. If they don't got paperwork in their hand, they bring in, here go my ID and here go the debit card. I'm such and such and such and such. Yeah, I know, yeah, come on, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Look like she had him a menu. She had her a menu. It looked like a menu. That menu could have fried foots on that motherfucker. Yeah, we got fried foots and some fried goddamn fingers and thumbs. Hold up. He just popped up, gave her the card, and she just signed it off, and boom. And instantly make a call. So that's just like going to the fair. Yeah, how much it cost to get in there, John? About $12, huh? He got my card right here. Yeah, I'm here for the fair. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They can talk to the code. They can walk straight to the front. They be like, yeah, I'm here for the fair. They'll know exactly what they talking about. Damn, they handing her a piece of paper again. Boy, it look like some shit finna happen, don't it? Everybody rapping now. Mm-hmm. All I just want to know, don't this footage hit different now once you understand? But like, okay, if this before Kenneka got there, the West Side would have never got away with this shit unless the hotel was involved, covered it up for him, then got the time skips on the footage and all this, and want everybody to believe, oh, this just a girl just got drunk at a party and walked in the hotel room. I mean, in the freezer. And the whole time, this what trafficking look like. Look. Bam. You get your key card and go around the corner. It's going to be in the ballroom in the private area, sir. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. All right. So now y'all see it done got pretty busy now. Whoa. See, it done got pretty busy. See that? Man, I could just keep skipping and keep skipping, bro. Hold on, cause I want y'all to focus on him too. So wham. Let me keep skipping it. Dude show up right here. Keep skipping it again. He on the walkie-talkie now. Trying to verify some shit. Back on the walkie-talkie again. So look, y'all just basically just watched what was going on for a whole fucking hour. I know that's not no ID. Yes, it is. It is. I see it now. That's the picture right there. Guess what she telling them to go when they get the key card and go to the back? What she pointing at? Go around her and go to the back. And she was talking about the elevator. She was like, yeah, the elevator's down that way. She'll be pointing at the wrist. She pointing like, look, gotta go down Food Court Hall and go back toward that area. See? Look, once you know to go here, you go back to the back. She handed her ID, gave her the card, bam, he come back in. God damn. Whoa. I just know you lying. Mm, 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 mm. Uh-oh. I know who these dudes is. He already got the walkie-talkie in his hand with the earpiece in. Mm. So it explained why Hilby already had this walkie-talkie in his hand, and they were getting off on the walkie-talkie, then he just show up. So guess what's about to happen? Gang them finna fall up in that giant. So what you just basically witnessed, you seen everybody came in and got their key card. Now guess who the next people finna come in? Irene. You finna see Irene them coming that junk. Then you finna see the trans lady start hanging out the front desk. Ooh, then you finna see boy, you finna see all this shit now. You finna see all this shit. Oh, it's finna cut off. All right. Oh, that's my like video. So basically what I'm saying, gang, I just want to share that video with y'all alone. Wait a minute. Let me just go to the channel right quick. Since they got some of the footage. Let me see what all other footage they got. They'll help me out a lot. It sure will. All right, we getting close to it. Oh yeah, I'm glad that Cause if you look at this channel, this person kept up with everything. When they talk about, there was a dude choking her. They ain't gonna wanna let y'all know who was choking her. And we already found zip ties around Kenneka neck. Then he said he got a video and he on Mike Larry channel saying he got a video, but Mike Larry not one time and say, hey, let me see the video. Not one time. He just sat there and just like, yeah, I got a video, Mike Larry, and I want to show the public. Mike Larry not one said, man, show that video. Only thing he was like, well, why they ain't saying nothing? This a video. Why they y'all not saying nothing? Look. So, if you know what I know, and did your research, you'll see why this the insurance lady. Check this out. I won't even be surprised this the same lady that got the insurance on Azaria Walls. She the biggest insurance lady in the city. That's why she would be at a Kenneka Jenkins protest. This who Just 33 King was talking about. That's why the YouTube was mad when Trey Game figured it out. You would never figure this stuff out if you didn't dig no research. And make it so bad, it's still evidence out there. You're gonna be like, oh man, no wonder why these people had to. Oh, he got video. See with the life insurance. He covering up for the organ harvesting. He trying to lead the protest on because he the fake pastor and all of this old shit, right? Once you go to her, goddamn it, she supposed to be a goddamn freedom fighter. That's why they keeping up with all this funeral shit, recording each other. You see what I'm saying? Then everybody forgot about him in the beginning. Then look. If you do your research, check this out. If you do your research, check this out. If you do your research, you'll be like, oh, that's why he involved. Look at the hat that he got on. That's a thunderbolt. That's a Mason hat, bruh. That's a thunderbolt. Check this out. This the same thunderbolt Miss Teresa had in her earrings. Look, if you want to really identify some goddamn Mason, ain't these the same earring Miss Teresa had in her ear at the press conference? Thumb me up. Matter of fact, let me show it to you so they can be Teresa Martin press conference. God damn. I got to find a better video. Can I find a better video? Whoa, that's a better one. Same thunderbolts. So when I was trying to tell, before I was trying to tell these people, King Raw was telling these people, bruh, man, they in the Eastern Star. Y'all just don't know what to look for when it comes to an Eastern Star. You got thunderbolts, girl. Once you look at it, be like, oh, that's why Miss Teresa got that on. Where the other one at? And boom. See what I'm saying? So look. That's why you got P. Rico and them, all of these people, bruh. Check this out. This Lamont that was friends with all of them. Zaria. Remind y'all, he just announced that's Kenneka best friend. And he hurt by her death and he calling her friend. Look. If you go back to when Zaria died and look at the post he made, you can't say and peep the game when you was like, oh man, why you was sitting up there at the protest talking about you were locked up with Monique and you talked to the friend and all of this. So they finna expose you because you was helped sending the narrative on Monique is the best friend. And you knew the whole time who the best friend was. I won't even be surprised if he wanna Pucky friends. That's why you got a gay ass activist here, a fake gay ass activist that's friend with Puck and them and could be like, yeah, look, I'ma just say I'm a freedom fighter. Look, matter of fact, he gay. Man, these people, look. Then when you look at Jedediah and Lamont Record, man, why they look so much alike? Why they look so much alike from the lips, the nose? You see what I'm saying? Look, if you look at this image, look why they look too much alike. You can look at their lips. Look at Jedediah's lips and look at his lips. And then look at the nose. Come on, man. Come on, man. So look. Now you see how he was going hard for the family to have all the blame to go on Monique. Look at him. This the relative when it come to Leonora. Whoa. And then look, if you go back and find out who this lady is, you'll be like, oh man, all these people knew each other, and there was a part of this shit. There was so much a part. Look how they had to go in, cause they can't let Freemasonry get exposed on this. So they got to what? Come out the dog. Bam! Look. The insurance lady. The insurance lady. Miss Teresa dressed to GoFundMe, so now you will see what all this shit look like now. Hold on, that was the only video they dropped? Look like that was the only video they dropped there. Damn, I thought I was gonna find the goddamn footage. Cause why I see this footage but I don't see it on her? They y'all on the Judge Mathis show? You know what I'm saying? So why I don't see this footage? Why I don't see the other footage then? Cause I know this ain't the only one they got. And then look, y'all remember when Azaria said it's a lady came out from Las Vegas? I'm glad I pulled this up. This lady. So this, check this out. This a lady that can't get, if y'all know who Candace is, this a lady that's from Chicago and she a millionaire and got clout and she a Eastern Star. So when y'all remember when Zari said it's a lady that came all the way out from Vegas, bro. All the way out to Vegas. This the lady that will put Zaria as a millionaire. Look.
11, the funeral starts at 12. Candace, tell us who you are. I am Kenneka. I am a Hall of Famer, African-American Hall of Famer. Here from Chicago. I have a young daughter, which is not young anymore. She's millennial. And this story really touched me.
You mind telling us who your daughter is?
My daughter's Demi Lobo. Used to work on WGCI for 5 years now. She is a celebrity DJ in Hollywood. And she was coming here next week, hopefully, as well. But, you know, I've been around young girls. I mean, my daughter was a basketball player here in Chicago, and you know, I was that mom that actually got up every morning and rounded up all the girls, took them to basketball. I've always been a community mom, and then when my daughter got, you know, was on WGCI, still, you know, I was with her all the time, every single day. So when this hit me, it hit me really hard. It was kind of like this was just another, you know, one of the young girls that, you know, were in my circle, even though I didn't. So early on, you know, I started to, you know, seek out the mom, and you know, I put together.
Did she say this shit in her circle?
Like the other day, then one of my as well. But you know, I've been around young girls. I mean, my daughter was a basketball player here in Chicago. You know, I was that mom that actually got up every morning and rounded up all the girls to basketball. I've always been a community mom. And then when my daughter was on WGCI, still, I was with her all the time, every single day. So when this hit me, it hit me really hard. It was kind of like this was just another, one of the young girls that, were in my circle, even though I didn't so early.
She said in her circle. Man, what kind of statement that is? But watch this. Did y'all hear that?
One of the young girls that, were in my circle, even though I didn't so early.
One of the young girls in her circle.
My daughter was on WGCI, still, I was with her all the time, every single day. So when this hit me, it hit me really hard. It was kind of like this was just another, one of the young girls that, were in my circle, even though I didn't so early on.
One of the girls was in my circle. I just want y'all to hear me. If you just heard what I just heard, thumb me up. That means she done slipped up. One of the young girls, when they hit me, one of the young girls in my circle.
This hit me, was on WGCI, still, I was with her all the time, every single day. So when this hit me, it hit me really hard. It was kind of like this was just another, one of the young girls that, were in my circle, even though I didn't. So early on, I started to, seek out some.
So why would she say, yeah, one of the girls in my circle, but I didn't? I didn't. What? You see how she had to catch herself? I'm going to replay it one more time and I'm going to let it keep playing.
In my circle, all community members got up every morning and rounded up all the girls, took them to basketball. I've always been a community mom. And then when my daughter was on WGCI, still, I was with her all the time, every single day. So when this hit me, it hit me really hard. It was kind of like this was just another, one of the young girls that, were in my circle, even though I didn't. So early on, I started to, seek out the mom, and, I put together like we have like a little celebrity group of moms, and, reached
a celebrity group of moms. Whoa! So it sounds like, guess who all in the group? Guess who all gonna be in the group? Watch this.
out to them and said, hey, we need to do a benefit concert. If she doesn't have enough money, are you guys in? And they jumped up and said, hey, we're in. So I went up to Rosemont one night to meet her, Teresa, and said, look, if you guys do not have enough money, I have a group of moms that, will help, to provide for the funeral. And she thanked me very much. And then I went out a couple of other days to the protest in Rosemont.
Mm-hmm. And that's right.
So this lady out to pay for the funeral, and Crown Plaza was offering to pay for the funeral. Y'all see this shit? She said she actually know these people. They in a circle, and she got a celebrity moms group. Guess what the celebrity mom group about? Tragic death when they come to their kids.
You tell me that you were out there protesting. What is your belief about the death of Kenneka?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, I want to echo what the bishop just said. So let me tell you guys something. I went to Rosemont one day and I walked through the hotel because I knew as who I was that I could walk through and they weren't going to stop me. They were stopping a lot of people, but I knew they were going to stop me. I stopped there. I stopped at the bar.
So that let you know how much power she had when she said, yeah, they gonna know who I am. Look.
Because the bishop just said, so let me tell you guys something. I went to Rosemont one day and I walked through the hotel because I knew as who I was that I could walk through and they weren't going to stop me. They were stopping a lot of people, but I knew they were going to stop me. I stopped there. I stopped at the bar, had a coke, chit-chatted it up, and it took everything I had not to get in that elevator that day. And everybody that was following me live was like, yeah, get in the elevator. I'm like, yeah, well, y'all are in South Carolina. And
so she gonna be on the fucking footage. She gonna be on the fucking footage. She gonna be on the motherfucking footage, bruh. That's why she got to explain herself on that motherfucker. Look. What this sound like when she said, yeah, it's a girl in my circle. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. But I'm in a group of celebrity moms and we help moms when it comes to tragic deaths. And I went to that hotel because I know they wasn't not going to stop me. What you mean? How much power that you got for the police don't fuck with you? And this motherfucker heavily guard with the police chief. And this when she was at the hotel when they was searching for her. Look.
All these other, and everybody was you as who I got little things help, to provide for the funeral. She thanked me very much, and then I went out a couple of other days to the protest in Rosemont.
And that's right. You did tell me that you were out there protesting. What is your belief about the death of Kenneka?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, I
never said she was murdered.
What the bishop just said. So let me tell you guys something. I went to Rosemont one day and I walked through the hotel because I knew as who I was that I could walk through and they weren't going to stop me. They weren't stopping a lot of people, but I knew they were going to stop me. I stopped there. I stopped at the bar, had a coke, chit-chatted it up, and it took everything I had not to get in that elevator that day. And everybody that was following me live was like, yeah, get in the elevator. I'm like, yeah, well, y'all are in South Carolina and all these other places, and I'm not going to, do that. But I do know this. I do not believe that she got in the elevator by herself. I do not believe she got in and tried to close an elevator. Close this freezer, which the handle is on the outside. I don't believe any of that. What I'm really saddened at is, more than anything, is that our young people today, we have got to stop. There's somebody that knows something. So for all of you guys that were in that room, you guys have a duty, because this could be your sister. This could be your little girl.
That's the same speech Andrew Holmes got. Boy, do I need to go to Andrew Holmes? Look. Andrew Holmes. Now you see why they acting like they about to fight each other. Boy, this shit crazy. Hold on. That same thing Andrew Holmes said.
Yeah. We know she consumed some alcohol and was a little bit impaired. But at the same time, if someone had put some in her drink, the toxicology would show. So that's very important, and we're waiting for that. But she did walk into that elevator, and she was trying to possibly get back up to the ninth floor, but she might have pushed the button, or the button was always pushed already to show lower level, and the elevator went down.
She got in the elevator by herself. I do not believe she got in and tried to close an elevator. Close this freezer, which the handle is on the outside. I don't believe any of that. What I'm really saddened at is, more than anything, is that our young people today, we have got to stop. There's somebody that knows something. So for all of you guys that were in that room, you guys have a duty, because this could be your sister, this could be your little girl one day, and and karma is gonna come back on you guys. And not only that, what the bishop said is true. I'm now telling all these young people, make sure you know who you hang out with, because it doesn't matter who your friends are. What about your friends' friends? You don't know their intentions.
That lady just asked you a simple question. What you think about the pictures? Do you believe? You see what I'm saying? She ain't even talking about the staff. The security, she ain't said nothing about the hotel. She going back straight to the room. Look.
And the other thing is, our moms, our millennial moms, we've got to do a little bit better, because you guys are closer in age than we are to our children. My daughter, there's a bigger gap there. So I was in the military. I served. Her dad served in the military. I got a different mindset. We up at 5. We're gonna, I'm better, because you guys are closer in age than we are to our children. My daughter, there's a bigger gap there. So I was in the military. I served. Her dad served in the military. I got a different mindset.
Who dad served in the military? Did y'all caught that? She was like, I served in the military. Her dad was in the military. Look.
So I was in the military. I served. Her dad served in the military. I got a different mindset. We up at 5. We're gonna, I'm foot in the neck, mom. Get up and get going at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's a different mindset today. Our kids, our moms are closer. They're doing things together, which is fine. But we have got to not be friends with our kids. We can't. We got to be their parent first, and then their friend second.
All right, Candy, thank you so much for talking to us. And lastly, just tell me why it was important for you to be here. I know you say that you were touched, and I know you say that you protested, but what propelled you to actually come up and be a part of the service, or soon to be a part of the service?
I think I just wanted to see it through. I fought with myself this morning. I fought with myself yesterday. I asked a couple of other of my friends, do you think I should go? It's probably going to be crazy out there. And some of my friends from all over the country that follow me on live stream, everybody says, see it through. Just, this has been on your heart since the very beginning. Go and see it through. And since I was up in the morning, I went and got my coffee at 5. Like the bishop, he was up at 3. I think I was up at 4. Went and got my coffee and just prayed and said, God, I have to let you lead me here. Whatever it is for the reason for me to be here. When I went to Rosemont, one of the days, I have to share this with you. One of the days, I went to Rosemont. Actually, I was at a meeting in Niles. And I said, you know what, I'm going to stop by and just look at look at the memorial, look at the site. I went by and met this interesting Hispanic woman. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This was last Thursday. She had lit 21 candles right there in front of Rosemont with a purple ribbon. It's on my Facebook. And her name was Rosemary Vega. And she says, I'm lighting 21 candles with her favorite ribbon. And I interviewed her because I thought, oh my God, it's 2 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And all day until night, we kept those. I sat with her. We kept lighting those candles the whole day. And I was thinking, and the whole 21 candles was for 21 hours. Of course, that she was in the freezer. But I was like, wow, how thoughtful of someone to come and take their time and spend the time to do this, to signify. I mean, everybody from around the country has, I think, had a part in this, had a hand in. And just I feel in the same way. And I think today is closure to some degree. Not all of it, it's just one piece of the puzzle that we're putting closure to.
Thank you so much, Tammy.
Thank you, Courtney.
And as she mentioned, this will be partial closure, but not 100% closure because we still don't know the official cause of death for Kenneka. We are still waiting to hear from the medical examiner's office to tell us more. They're waiting for toxicology tests to return and tell us more about how Kenneka Jenkins actually died. 19 years old, found in that hotel freezer in Rosemont at the Crown Plaza Hotel. Again, here at the House of Hope, later on this morning, 11 o'clock is her wake. At noon is the funeral services. And already we've been seeing Bishop here arrive just minutes after 8 o'clock this morning. They were determined to be here. As you heard him say earlier, he and that's her, then he was early this morning. And
So now y'all see what I'm saying? This lady slipped up. This lady slipped up a couple of times. They asked her, man, look, the question that she supposed to been like, man, look, I believe if how can you, when it come to the murder, when they ask you what happened, do you believe she was murdered? You ain't said nothing about the stab, but you got power to go in the stab, and you said they ain't gonna fuck with you, and you so close to Shaq, the NBA player. Her and Shaq, goddamn it, is real cool. Now I understand why Shaq would have a restaurant in Rosemont. She used to play ball. She was a famous basketball player. Did she stand in Las Vegas, bruh? In Las Vegas. So yeah, gang, I'ma get on up out this joint. Cause I just want to show y'all you cannot be in the dark no more. What you saw with that front desk, you saw what going on. It don't take no rocket science to figure that out. That's exposure to the findings. That's exposure to the findings. And then once you understand that footage, you wouldn't mind going back to go to Food Court Hall. Cause once you go back to Food Court Hall, that restaurant it was some certain people in that restaurant eating, having dinner, and once you go back and look at that restaurant footage, you're gonna be like, them the same people. Them the same people right there. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So now look, I want to show another video game. Matter of fact, let me do it like this. Let me go to my playlist. Let me go to my Kenneka Jenkins, John. I'm finna pull up the food court hall, John. What a John, man, I got so many videos pulled up. Should I play this, John? Hold on. Oh, shit. That's a perfect video to go back to on the night that was going on the 10th. Cause look. Oh man, that's a perfect video. So y'all get time, y'all go back and watch that video, Kenneka Jenkins, hour later. That's finna take, then I got the reload, John. Boy, the shit that we know now, if you go watch them, John, it's gonna hit like hammer. That's when I track straight drop. Look what time straight drop will be in the lobby. Right? So if you find out, oh, that's why he in the lobby. So boom. Where that footage at? Hold on, let me see, can I pull it up? I'm trying to see, that junk gonna be all the way down here. I need that bathroom footage, bro. This on the 10th, this food court hall. I need the lower level for what that lower level, John, at the bathroom, John. I just want y'all to see what I was talking about when I say if you take that. Now look, I'm glad I pulled this up, cause she finna tell y'all about the lady from Vegas. She was like, man, this a lady came all the way out there in Vegas. This who will put her on. The lady y'all just got through hearing on the news is a millionaire and she stay in Las Vegas, but she from Chicago. She a basketball and she retired. She used to shoot in the women NBA. So she famous. So this who will put Azaria on. That's who Azaria mentioned in her live. All right. I need the bathroom though. I need the bathroom though. I need the lower level bathroom. Now look, do she got it? I don't want to click on that John if she ain't got that John. Damn, man. That John, I got so many goddamn videos. I just want y'all to see on that lower level, y'all gonna look at it different. Once I show you on the tent though, this on the tent around, put it like this, what you think that video gonna show on the lower level around the tent around 4 in the morning? And if you knock 2 hours off that footage. Golly. Damn, man. Gotta be in my other playlist. Gotta be in my playlist. My other playlist. Hold on. So let me find this video right quick. Hold up. I don't think he got that job. Hold on. Damn, he ain't got that job. I gotta go to my other playlist and find that junk, y'all. But look. Hold on, let me see, do they got it right here? Nope. Damn. I think she got it. Hold on, let me see. I think she got it, y'all. Right here. But only thing about it, ain't got the timestamp on it. Damn. But this is what I want to show y'all. But look, it started off at 12 though. It's gonna start off at 12. So what you see right now is that 12 something. On the 10th. This finna be a few minutes before they find Kenneka in the freezer. So let me speed it up a little bit. All right, let me see, can I? I think it's gonna be right up in her. I could tell, let me see. Oh yeah, I'm too fucking. That's J Money right there. That's J Money. So I need to go back. Now y'all see this? Hold up, right here. Right here. I'm gonna keep playing that, John. This is gonna be a important part right here. See what this is. Now this the same dude that y'all see in the kitchen. Guess what time this is? This will be on the 10th. Guess what time this is? I don't even think he no chef. I believe that nigga's a surgeon, bro. Look. I believe he a surgeon. I ain't never see this man work in the kitchen. I never saw him work in the kitchen. Boom. Look what time this will be going on. I know what time it is on the footage. See, y'all don't, so I know what to look for. So boom, check him out. This on the 10th. I need to find that jump with Risco now. But that's what I'm trying to find. I'm too far behind. I'm too far behind. All right, that's when the police will be taking pictures. That's when they'll be talking right here. So it's gonna be shortly after this. That's why I'm going so fast, cause of this. That's what I want to show y'all. Look, y'all see this right here? This on September the 10th, and this right around 3:24 in the morning, right here. If you knock 2 hours off, this will be at 1 something in the morning. This will be at 1 something in the morning. So guess what? You got Risco on footage at 1 something in the morning. Not September the 9th, but not September the 10th, but September the 9th. That's why you got a lot of time skips. Cause check this out. That's why Risco in the bathroom. Round about this time when Kenneka was beating in the lobby, meeting up with dudes. That's the secret. That's the secret. That's why he came out the bathroom. And that's why he finna go to where? The front desk. Let me show y'all before that. No, it's gonna be after that. Let me show y'all Lenny on that jump. Damn, I think I just passed some shit right there. There go France K. Look. Guess what time this is? Now, don't y'all remember, if I show y'all what time this is, this will be round about the same time when Prince K will be coming up missing and have the jacket on. And this on the 10th. So basically, if you match this up with the 9th footage, you will see Risco and Friends Cave everywhere. Look. He going into the bathroom. So if you go back to the footage, right, on the 9th and match all the time skip up with this footage, Man, you can make a movie out of this shit. This gonna show you like, oh, this is why the foot is so chopped and screwed. They scattered it out like puzzle. So that's why they got Friends K going back. Why Friends K would decide to go down to this bathroom and take a pee? And you got a bathroom right by the office. Matter of fact, it's a couple of bathrooms right before you get. So you walk all the way down here to go use it. So look. If you know what timestamp this was and match it with the night, you'll be like, damn, that's why they running in and out the bathroom down here. Let me fast forward a little bit. Damn, I wish I had the timestamp on this job. That's why you got Bigfoot coming out the bathroom. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that was dude right there. Damn, I gotta go to this. Boom! Whoa! Then we watch him at the front there. So if you match all the time skips up on the footage, look who you all see down here on the lower level going word. Toting dollars. Toting dollars. That's how I just want y'all to see. Look what this footage show. Bam. Let's give you some more. Bam. Boy, I need to get Lenny on this joint. I need to get Lenny on this joint. Damn, I want y'all to see Lenny. Oh, I need to go to the goddamn timestamp. Oh yeah. Check this out. If you watch that footage before Miss Teresa showed up at the hotel, you will see why she would be down here. Man, this shit is crazy. Oh man, it's over with for the FBI. The FBI ain't finna say shit about this. Man, look, if you don't know now, bro, FBI all over this shit. The FBI, they all over this shit, bro. Damn, I need to go to that timeline, bro. I don't know, cause this John here. There go, you seen the guy seal? It's gonna be round about this time, yup. Round about this time, you gonna see Lenny. You seen the guy seal. That's why she in a hurry on the phone. But yeah, gang, I'ma get on about this jump, man. Trey, I love y'all, man. Y'all be cool, y'all be safe. I appreciate the love and the support too, y'all. Appreciate the pat y'all, gang. Shout out to my new subscribe gang, you know what I'm talking about. Until then, we'll go live tomorrow. I know I said I was gonna laugh and hang and joke with y'all and stuff, but man, I had to show y'all this though. So y'all see what's going on. What you say, God is cracking fruit jokes. So you want me to fire up Miss Teresa chess game, right? Cause you know her, you know, well she got some titties now, you know what I'm talking about. She should have took some of that goddamn lawsuit money and got some of the fat knocked off her head, you know what I'm talking about? Cause her head swole as hell, you know what I'm talking about. Shit. What you say? It's too early, Trey. What you talking about? The FBI both nah, what you say? I don't know what you talking about. But look, we need to fire all they ass up. You know what I'm talking about? Cause I was looking at some of their old ass pictures and shit. I'm like, man, these people really didn't have it like they got it now. You know what I'm talking about? I wanna know what Monique was doing. Cause you know that bitch got to shave every week. If she don't shave every week, man, that bitch will look like Teen Werewolf. Y'all see that video when she shared on Instagram and Trey Gang screen recorded that shit and I zoomed in on her knuckles. Man, that lady had hair on her knuckles, bro. And she a female. You know what I'm talking about? Look, she had hers on the knuckles. She had hers. That's probably why she didn't want to talk to Trey Gang no more. You know what I'm talking about? Cause when I had fired her ass up, like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Bitch, you need a whole body wax. Man, you got her on the back of your neck, on your chin. You see what I'm saying? This shit going down this bitch arm, all the way down to her hands. Shit. Y'all think I should talk some more shit? I think I should. I don't know, man, cause you know I'm getting mad again, cause you know what I'm talking about. Cause I'm so mad they gotta I'm so mad they getting away with this shit, and I finally see the light now. Like, damn, this how they pulled it off. Now I understand the footage. Now since I understand the footage, goddamn, they trying to ignore Trey Gang. I be in that whole inbox. I'ma send Miss Teresa a dick picture. That bitch will talk then, you know what I'm talking about? Send Miss Teresa one of those wood pictures, be like, good morning, you know what I'm talking about? What happened to Kenneka Jenkins? That bitch will be jabberjaw around this motherfucker. She'll tell it all. You know what I'm talking about? Look, I'm talking about, man, look. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Let me take a dick picture right quick. Know what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna give it to her hard. I'm gonna give her one of them limp noodle johns. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, bitch, this what it look like when they're soft. Still blessed. You remember what you said on your post? I'm feeling blessed. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Then that motherfucker gonna curl up like a candy cane. Like, damn, let me, you know what I'm talking about? Then I'm gonna put filters on that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? To enhance the color on that joint, you know what I'm talking about? Man, that bitch be back in that inbox like Trey Gang, I'm gonna tell you everything. No, man, I never seen no dick pictures. Not to Miss Teresa. Hell no. The way she got away with murder, goddamn it, she ain't finna get away with this shit. She ain't finna, no. Look. Man, y'all so crazy. Y'all still remember Hung Low, goddamn it. That's my Chinese name. Man, when I went over there to Bangkok, right, before it was Bangkok, it was called something else. So when I went over that motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? They were like, nah, we got to rename the city. Trey ain't a touchdown and shit. His swag hard. The female love him. Niggas hate him, you know what I'm talking about? So yeah, you know, if you go Google Bangkok right now, they got my statue, you know what I'm saying, all around the city. You know what I'm talking about? Go downtown. Man, you gonna see a big ass pipe. You gonna see a pipeline. It's dedicated to me, like, yeah, cause you know what I'm talking about. Cause I told them, they were like, they were like, that just so strong and so hard. It feel like iron. I'm like, yeah, it's a pipe. You can blow on this junk too and turn it to a flute. Whoop, 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 whoop. You know what I'm talking about? See, blow a G flat on this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? You can use this junk for a musical instrument too. You know what I'm talking about? Just hold it to the side and put your lips down there where the head at and blow the tip of that motherfucker. That motherfucker a harmony note. That motherfucker sound like this here. You know what I'm talking about? Have a harmony on that junk like, damn, you know what I'm talking about? And then come to find out, like, damn, this motherfucker been knowing how to play a flute. Ooh, ah, you know what I'm talking about? She blowing the hell out that motherfucker. Got Trey Gang singing G flat note. You know what I'm talking about? Hell no, I ain't fucking with them Chicago motherfucker, bro. They on another level. All that shit they interested in, no, I never get down, bro. Hell no. They so ugly. If you look at their younger picture, they look just like baby kids. Man, them bitches got missing tooth. Look at Bree. This bitch got a chipped tooth. How in the fuck you a teen and your teeth already chill? That's why I don't talk to snagger tooth motherfucker, cause you know what I'm saying? Cause soon when they say the word shit, they spitting on you. They sound like Daffy Duck. You know what I'm saying? Bro, them Chicago female, man, look, man, them motherfuckers ain't nothing but some freaks, and they'll set you up. I want to look. These females so freaky, they'll set a nigga up. They so freaky, they'll set a nigga up. Gang and them have her set a op up, and the op she'll bring the op to the trap house, and before they kill him, she'll probably tell him, I'm finna give him some booty right quick. Let me give him some booty. Y'all gonna kill him, right? I'm finna go give him some ass and get a man ass and everything. That's how freaky they is. They'll fuck you first, then kill you. That's why I don't want no dealing with Chicago, cause everybody on demon time out there. You know what I'm about? I don't know what they got in their hers chicken out there. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like when you get a 3-piece of wing, goddamn it, nigga ready to drill something. I'm talking about nigga eat some of their hers chicken out there in Chicago, man. Them niggas ready to drill. After when they get through eating, all right, let's go kill Snoop. Man, what's in the chicken? Whatever's in that chicken and that Caesar salt, they must put some gunpowder in it. Yeah, they had to put a little gunpowder in that nigga fries. Like, shit, that nigga off the chain. And them nigga drug habits, man, look, them niggas ain't nothing but blowheads and fiend addicts. All them niggas do is get high and lean and nod in the middle of the goddamn street. And got drilled like that. That's how they be catching them niggas, cause them niggas be nodding in the car and shit, sleeping shit on that dope. And you somewhere park at the school and that motherfucker, and they goddamn stolen car pull up and gunfight your ass down. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. But hold on, what y'all talking about? Yeah, that's how they is, Walking Dead. You know what I mean? That's why I don't even come outside no more. You can't even come outside no more. Man, look, them young niggas so serious, I done went to the store. Man, them niggas out, look, them niggas be at the store with big ass backpacks on with Dracos in that junk. I'm like, man, y'all niggas really out here with Dracos at the corner store? Didn't it be in the SpongeBob goddamn backpack? Like, I'm like, these niggas walking around with SpongeBob backpack with Dracos in it. Man, that fucked me up. Man, that man had a big, I'm like, look at this nigga here, you know what I'm saying? This nigga so infatuated with Spider-Man, this nigga done put spider webs all on the Draco and shit, you know what I'm talking about? These young niggas, look, if they, check this out, if that nigga got any kind of Power Ranger shirt on, or any kind of Dragon Ball Z, you know he got the draws to match, don't it? They'll be fucked up, man, when you go over your little chick house and shit, and then when it's time to do something, when you script butt nigga, you got Batman on your draw. You know what I'm talking about? What they would look like if you got little Junior, you know what I'm saying, walking around with his little tighty whitey. He get away with this shit cause he just a child. But when Snoop, man, you can't walk around the house with the same drawers, you know what I'm saying, with the same goddamn Batman on these John. Shit. And look, I met one young nigga. He had a look. Man, that nigga tried, look, that nigga was like, man, you know somebody that looking for a gun, right? And I'm like, shit, what kind of gun that is? He was like, man, I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna show you that, John. You tell me, you know what I'm saying, what you thinking, you just give me a money. Guess what that nigga tried to sell me? A World War III musket. Man, the man tried to sell me a goddamn cannon rifle. Look, you got to get your own gunpowder, put the gunpowder in there, pack it, then throw a little ball in that motherfucker, pack it down, then I got to put a goddamn a wick on that motherfucker, and you got to light that hoe and wait till that bitch at night. Man, I said, how much you want for this job? Man, that man had a real, man, that motherfucker probably worth $1 million back in that day when I seen that job. You know what I'm talking about? But you know, I'm young and dumb too. I should have got that job. That motherfucker was a goddamn World War III musket. That motherfucker, look. That motherfucker shoot one time. Once that motherfucker get off, you got to get the gunpowder, load the gunpowder up, throw another ball in that junk, pack that junk down. This shit finna take 3 to 5 minutes to reload. Man, I can't shoot nobody with this motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? You can't put too much gunpowder in it because the whole gun will blow up. It's only a certain amount. If you put too much, see, the ball might just pop out that motherfucker like with no force, like boop. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, you might shoot a nigga with that jump, then that motherfucker bounce off his head like a BB. Bang! You know what I'm talking about? I done seen a nigga in the shootout with a 22. Man, you cannot win a gunfight if you shooting at niggas with a 22 and they got Draco. Man, you got 8 shots, they got 30. And they got 4 arm out there. So guess what? That's 30, 60, 90. Man, that's 100 and some shots coming your way with that little bit of 25. See, that what the nigga be trying to get so hard, goddamn it. Next thing you know, they got his they got this little prom picture and shit on the news now talking about, man, rest in peace, Snoop. But they ain't tell you Snoop tried to win out there with that 25 thinking, you know, he gang, you know what I'm talking about? Shit. I remember back in the days when we pulled up on nigga, we had sticks. When I'm talking about sticks, I'm talking about real wood, goddamn it. We hopping out swinging, goddamn, get his ass, you know what I'm talking about? Like how your mama said, go grab a couple old branches off the tree. That's what we were doing, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I had to leave that life alone, man. That's why I don't hang in the streets no more, cause these niggas got drug addiction problem. You know what I'm talking about? And they be falling everywhere and shit. When you talk to them and shit, you know, they be nodding. And I be like, man, I'm scared to hang around you. I'm like, nigga, you ain't even move for about an hour. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, nigga, you done got high in this motherfucker. I thought you were dead. I started to bury your ass in the backyard to cover this shit up. You ain't finna die in this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Look. Nigga waking up, you know, what the fuck? You know what I'm talking about? Look, I done dropped that nigga. I done dropped that nigga ass in a shallow grave, throwing dirt on that nigga. That nigga waking up, coughing. The fuck you doing, Trey Gang nigga? I thought you were dead. Man, you can't die in this motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I got too much shit going on. Yeah. Them young niggas be scaring me. Shit. I seen one young nigga, you know what I'm saying, try to fight another nigga, you know what I'm saying, when they were about to fight and shit. Man, that man talk so much shit. You would swear that nigga gangster. But when he took that goddamn shirt off and when you see that man chest, man, the whole crowd bust out laughing like, oh man, we know you ain't finna knock out a goddamn thing. Man, I'm like, damn, that man ain't got no muscle on that motherfucker. Man, that man got a real bird cage over there, bro. You just talked all that shit. Oh, you just got exposed. You know what I'm talking about? Man, it was over with for him. I don't know what you say. Oh, they be doing all that. They be sniffing pills and shit, you know. They do all type of shit, you know what I mean? Man, they do all type of shit. Female too. But you know how many females, man, that I see every day that's young already smoking crack. I'm talking about, man, them folk already on crack heavy. Heroin, all that shit, man. I'm talking about, man, I'm talking about, I know a dude right now, that man 19 years old, his girlfriend 19-year-old, and they full-blown crack addicts. They full blown crack addict, bro. And I'm like, how the fuck y'all start smoking crack? You know what I'm saying? They were like, man, look, nobody didn't have no powder. And they were like, shit, niggas sold him some crack and they tried it for the first time. And he said when they tried it for the first time, shit, it was over with. That man said, man, when I first hit that motherfucker, it was over with. I like, just like that? He was like, it's over with. And I'm like, damn. It's over with. Shit. Damn, do I got this motherfucker still playing? But yeah, gang. I already got my psychic channel, I got my psychic channel up and running and shit. So y'all know Trey Gang gonna be talking to dead people now. You know what I'm talking about? So y'all look, Trey Gang got the psychic channel up and running, and I'm now able to talk to dead people. So if you interested and listen to some real psychic reading, I got you. I got you. If you got somebody in the family, a loved one that you want me to rap with, holler at me. Hit my inbox up and I'm gonna talk to them and I'm gonna be the messenger and I'm gonna let you know how they doing this stuff. Yup, that's what I've been doing behind the scenes. Get my goddamn psychic game up. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Cause I already signed up for the membership. So I get to talk to people in heaven and hell. Cause some of y'all people might be in hell like, damn, you know, they gonna take a little more, you know what I'm talking about? If they in hell, you know, so you know it's gonna, damn, you know, it's free when it come to heaven, you know what I'm saying? Cause God don't charge shit. But if you gotta go through the devil, you know what I'm saying? If your family member in hell, you know, they charging for those collect calls. Cause look, y'all just don't know the type of shit I be on, what type of time I be on over here. Cause I sure was thinking like, man, look, I need to go on and just bring out that goddamn psychic channel. Cause I already bought some tarot cards and shit, you know what I'm talking about? So I'm finna be on here shuffling like a motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking to dead celebrities. I got all that shit. I got the whole kit. Golly, Tiffany. Dog, Tiffany, why you dog, why you so hard on Trey Gang? Like, damn. I know she paid you a visit in your dream. Yeah, Kenneka always in my dream, goddamn it. You know what I'm talking about? And she ain't saying, let me rest in peace, Trey Gang. She ain't talking like that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm looking at your picture. Let me do a psychic reading. Find out where you come from. Said she come from the, what? The Big Apple, New York City? I'm looking at your profile picture. Your head do shape like an apple too, though. You know what I'm talking about? Grapefruit face ass motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? I wish I could see your body a little bit, cause I know it's shaped like a butcher knife. Sharp body ass little girl, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, you know, you got to look at shit like that, you know what I'm talking about? Some of these motherfuckers be built funny than that. Man, some of these people be built funny as hell. Yeah. But I'm finna get on the back this John gang. I got shit to do. I'm over here trying to get myself organized and shit. I got something to do tonight, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah, we gonna keep her name alive and shit. Yeah, you done made me mad with that text. But I'm gonna go live tomorrow, gang. I wish I could just show y'all Risco and Lenny and them other people, bro. That's what I'm waiting on, cause it's roundabout up in here. There you go, right there. Right there. Speaking of Lenny. So look, if you look what time Lenny will be walking her and you match this footage with the name footage, it's gonna show you what everybody been thinking. Oh, that's how you bust Lenny right there. That's how you a busser, you know what I'm saying? What you say she got a little boy body? Hey, y'all so crazy. Yeah. But yeah, man, Trey ain't love y'all, man. Y'all be cool and y'all be safe. I just want to show y'all Lenny right here. And y'all see he talking on the walkie-talkie, but he got the earpiece in though. He talking to these people, right? And he on the move. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow.